Build. This is your opportunity to design and build an engaging and delightful voice experience. To walk you through each step, we'll create a custom skill, Pet Match. Start by selecting an invocation name. This should be something descriptive and memorable. It's important to ensure it sounds and feels natural for users to say. Keep in mind that you can change this freely until your skill is published and live. Then you won't be able to change it again. Try it on for size yourself. Alexa, open Pet Match. Or, Alexa, tell Pet Match I want a big dog. With that figured out, it's time to define intents. What will your skill do for users? List your features. These are your intents. Alexa has hundreds of built-in intents. Before you go making one from scratch, take a look here to see if one already exists. If none of the built-in intents will work, start entering your own intents into the skill builder. For each intent, you'll need to enter utterances. These utterances are the ways users might interact with your skill and ask it to do something. While you don't have to anticipate every possibility, it's a good idea to be as thorough as possible. Alexa uses these utterances to better understand how users will interact with your features. To build the most engaging skill, you should make use of slots where it makes sense. What's a slot? In the Pet Match skill, for example, a user might ask for a puppy of varied size. Alexa, ask Pet Match to find a large puppy. Alexa, ask Pet Match to find a huge puppy. Rather than writing intents for every imaginable puppy size, you can leverage slots to map several different sizes to a size slot. Remember, if you decide to add new content or capabilities later on, you'll need to rebuild your model, so it's worth it to think it through now. Rather skip the interface and write code? The JSON editor is at your disposal. After adding your intents and sample utterances, you'll need to build your interaction model. With your interaction model authored, you'll move on to interfaces. Will your skill stream audio or video? Are you building visual components? Enable the interfaces your skill will use. If your skill supports devices with a screen and you provide a display directive, Alexa will render and show it on the screen. Then set your endpoint. This is where Alexa will send user intents to be processed. Your endpoint will run the code necessary to interpret and provide responses for user intents, and send JSON back to Alexa to turn into speech. Since your endpoint receives and returns JSON, you can use whatever language you want to author your endpoint. AWS Lambda and our Node SDK are great options to get started. Almost there. If your skill links with external services that require users to sign in, you'll need to set up account linking. Set that up here. Consider whether your skill will need permission from users in order to work. Do you need the device's location? Would it help if the skill had access to lists? Notifications? Enable those here. Finished building? It's time to test. Click through to our testing video to learn more.